Here you have an Eagle T20CFL carton erector. We're going to give you a step-by-step guide on how to change from different carton sizes. The first step is to take your carton, open it up, take the bottom flaps, fold them shut by hand. You're going to feed that carton into the outfeed side of the belts on the carton ceiling side of the case erector. You'll use the hand crank to adjust the belt width. You're going to run those in or out to meet the sides of your carton. Step 2, grab the crank on the top. Turn that to raise or lower, in this case lower, the top plate. Until it makes contact with the top of the carton, or your minor and major flaps as they are open. How close do we get this, Greg? You have it touch, or do you have it close?
Just like this little space.
Just a small space between, as you can see. So, 1/8 of an inch or so. Step 3, take another carton, same size as you used to adjust the side belts and top plate, and using the crank on the side of the magazine, adjust the guide system in or out to match the width of the unopened carton. For this demonstration, everything was completely open, so you probably won't have to make such an adjustment every single time. Again, bring that in till it touches. It doesn't need to be so snug that the carton doesn't move. You're just trying to match the width. Step 4, using the hand crank down on the bottom, you're going to turn that to raise or lower the magazine. So that's actually going to take this unit here and make it go up or down. For this carton, you need to raise it so that it comes up to this bar that's right here. And this is a very small carton versus what was in it previously, so there's a pretty big gap that needs to be adjusted. So you'll see we're adjusted for width. The top of the unopened carton is sitting nicely against that top guide there, which is slid all the way to the left currently of the carton. You want to take the what's the technical term for that? The hole pin or opener. And you're going to adjust that to the, I'm going to fold the carton forward here. You can see the relief cut between the major and minor flap. So that's going to sit right there in that opening. And then your last adjustment tab slides into the egg, or the right side of the carton. So 3, 1, 2, 3. Step 5, load some cartons into the magazine. Take your holder, slide it down in place. And you could fill the magazine all the way up if you chose to. For the purpose of this video, I don't feel that's necessary. I believe we are on step 6. Now right now, just so that we can have these doors open for the video, typically there are safety sensors, which has a more or less key that goes into that. we have just a key here stuck in so that we can make this video without setting off any alarms. Alright, now we're still on step 6, using this hand crank here on the side next to the air control valves. You're going to move that in or out to take your squaring arm, which is this here with the curved piece at the end. Try to get down here. You're going to run that inward until that squaring arm lines up with the edge of the major flap. So as the carton is pulled forward, that major and minor flap as a 90-degree angle fold against that. So you can see how we're in line there now with that major flap. Step 7, using this hand crank, you're going to take the suction cups, which grabs the carton and pulls it, and move them forward with the goal of lining them up with the edge of the belt here, so that when the carton comes in off the squaring arm, the suction cup is in line, like you can see here. It's a little hard with the focus, with the carton. So step 8, you're going to go to your touch screen and you're going to hit the step-by-step button. Okay? Now you'll see it says load box into folding position. So hit that. Now at this point I do have air running. I'm going to do my best to talk over that. So now you can see it brought the squaring arm in. You're going to take that squaring arm and make your fine adjustments to it. I'll let you get in there so you can make those proper adjustments. So it needed just a little bit of adjustment. So again, squaring arm is this handle right here on the side. Once you have the squaring arm adjusted, just go ahead and check your alignment with the carton as it's centered on the 2 tape belts, on the belts of the tape machine. So it needed a little bit of adjustment to the right to make that nice and square between the 2. I'm going to come back over to our touch screen here. You're going to hit the proceed to next step button, which is going to take the minors, folds them. Next step, hitting the button, closes the majors. Proceed to next step. Drops the front minor. Proceed to next step. And it's going to eject that carton that we had just set up. So you see here, nice and even, nice and square. So that is the process to adjust to different carton sizes on our Eagle case erectors, whether it be a T20CF, T20CFL, or the small or extra large version of that same machine. They all function the same way.